Chapter 6 is almost here, and with that, we have many new leaks to cover. So, let's start with what's coming in Remix the Finale, happening on November 30th. In the finale to Remix, we'll be seeing a remix of the Device event from Chapter 2 Season 2, but it will have multiple spins to it. We know that for one, it will be a concert with Juice WRLD, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Ice Spice performing at their POIs. We also know that during the event, the map will be unloaded, so we're likely leaving the island in this event. And as an added bonus, anyone who attends the event will get the free cel-shaded Slayer Juice WRLD outfit. Now, let's talk Chapter 6. Starting with the map, codenamed Hermes. We know from this, there might be a floating island theme. The biomes on this map include plains, farmland, highlands, rivers, temples, swamp, and a forest biome that will have dynamic NPCs depending on whether it's daytime or nighttime. The only known locations on this island is a gym location and an industrial town POI. There will also be dojos on the island where you can grab Fortnite's latest weapon, Masamin blades. These aren't like your usual kinetic blades from Chapter 4. These are actually meleeed swords that can be used in combat. Back to the topic of NPCs and bosses. We know that there are going to be neutral animals on the island. It's leaked that they will be able to be found on the land, in the water, and in the air too. So it's possible with Chapter 6's ancient Japanese theme that we're going to get yokai on the island. If you don't know what yokai are, they're basically mythological creatures in Japanese mythology. There's going to be multiple bosses on the island. One of them is a wandering boss, who many suspect to be a ronin, which are samurai without masters. The other boss makes me a little bit more suspicious. This boss is codenamed Puppeteer, who can haunt players and can allegedly teleport using a quote-unquote mask. My assumption is one of these two characters, who I suspect are using Oni powers. What are Oni? They are Japanese troll-like creatures from Japanese mythology, and if you haven't caught on yet, Japanese mythology will likely be vital to figuring out Chapter 6's storyline. These bosses, when killed, will likely drop something called minor medallions, a new feature we hardly know anything about. A gameplay feature you can expect to see return in Chapter 6 are augments. In the files, many augments have been updated in advance to be more modern with the gameplay. Another thing to expect when traversing the island is the ability to swing from poles, Tomb Raider style. After you've looted up, expect to start laying down with your snipers to take a more accurate shot. And potentially, you might be able to wall run. Given the Japanese theme, it'd be expected. Say you're getting tired of the new stuff and want to go classic? Fear not, because in December, OG will become a permanent mode in Fortnite as part of Fortnite's metaverse. They're also working on a 5v5 arena mode, which might be a Marvel Rivals mode. You might be asking, wait, didn't we just get a Marvel season though? Yes, but Marvel Rivals, to celebrate the launch of their game, has announced an event known as the Chronoverse's Collaboration, where they're collabing with multiple Marvel games such as Marvel Snap, Future Fight, and Puzzle Quest. But among all of these games, Fortnite is the outlier. And as for you lore heads, we may know some things in regards to the Chapter 6 lore, such as Sloane's return and the Nothing playing a vital role in Chapter 6. Hear me out on this pitch. Mind you, these are all based on rumors and theories from the community, so take it with a grain of salt. Hope and Jones, after sailing the seas for days, return to the island only to find themselves on a new world full of ancient temples and fearsome warmongers. But what are they fighting over? A relic of great power, a sword. As one of the villains, likely the Puppeteer boss, tries to get the sword, it's revealed that the energy of the box and this sword are connected to a higher being known as the Nothing. And going further into the story, Sloane could likely return and help us fight off this threat in the end of Chapter 6. Anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, keep the peace, heroes.